Okay, gang, I'm sure some of you wonder what I've been doing. Thought I was crazy for selling the red car. It's kind of a long story, and we're not going there, but this is what I now have. This is a 94 GT, 5-speed, 302 pushrod V8. And as you can see, I haven't cleaned the outside of it yet. This is exactly how I bought it. It is obviously a convertible, and as you can see, it's teal colored. Glass window. It obviously came from Alaska. And you can see that it is in really good shape. Let me open the door. Here's the inside. I haven't done any cleaning of the inside. This is exactly the way I got it. There is a method for taking out some of that spider webbing involving spray paint and lacquer thinner. And I won't go into that because everybody's done a video on that. But anyways, these are the door panels, the floor. I haven't cleaned the mats, haven't cleaned the pedals. This is, like I say, this is exactly how I got it. Let me show you the engine compartment. I did rinse off the engine today. The gentleman I bought it from drove it down from Homer, Alaska, when they decided to winter down here in Arizona. I went to Arizona. Robin and I drove to Arizona to pick it up. I did clean the engine off today and spray it down with some detailing spray and wiped off the excess, but it was in extremely good shape, just like the rest of the car when we got it here. It starts good, it runs good. I have not driven it very far because I cannot get a hold of my insurance man right now. But this is what it is. This is the new toy car. I paid a ridiculously low amount of money for this car, considering the condition it's in. And now what I'll tell you is, you guys may be judging the outside of the car in that it's probably been repainted, it's been wrecked, it's been something. It has not. Every piece on this car is original. Every shred of paint, every piece of leather, everything on the engine, everything on this car is original to this car. This car has, if you can imagine, has 24,224 miles. It is virtually a new car. So now this is what I have. And you may ask, you had that beautiful red car, why did you sell it? I sold it because it was an automatic. It is, for me, it is absolutely no fun to drive an automatic. Absolutely no fun. Like I say, this is a Borg-Warner T5 5-speed in this car. They used those to 1995. Then they went to a Tremec 5-speed. And like I say, this is a 302 5-liter, but it's a old school pushrod engine, like the old 289, the old 302s, the 351s. It does have fuel injection, but if you'll notice, it does have a distributor. They borrowed the intake off of Thunderbirds at the time to get them to fit underneath the hood. It has a brace on it here. I don't know if all the GTs have a brace or only the convertibles. The convertibles have a 3 times thicker sill in the body. It also has an X brace like this under the front end, and all the convertibles came that way. The convertible is about 80% stronger than a standard GT in the lower frame department. But the top, you can see what condition the top is in, and it's all original. All the rubber around the windows, all the rubber's good. Everything on the car is good. The only thing it has about 3 or 4 door dings, little door dings in the other side. If I can find a hail dent repair guy, I can get those fixed real easily. But there it is. And this is how she sounds. Pretty quiet by my standards. But I almost don't want to do anything else to this car simply because it's all original. The spare tire's never been on the ground. The jack's never been out of the back. It came with wheel locks from Ford, and the wheel locks were never put on the car. They're in a bag, in a little plastic bag in the trunk. I have the original billing sheet when this was sent to Ford, from Ford rather, to Renton, Washington, and then forwarded to Cal Worthington Ford in Anchorage, where the woman that originally bought it, and that man and woman worked in the same town as the gentleman who had this car in Arizona. They were in Homer, Alaska. It never went outside when the weather was bad. It's obviously been in a garage all of its life. And they sold it to the gentleman I bought it from, who was a deputy sheriff up there. And he took care of it like a baby because he had a 67 in high school that was these exact same colors. And that's why he bought the car. But now they're going down here and wintering, and it's a 4,000-mile drive from there to here. So consequently, he had some mud flaps on this when he drove it down here, the one time he drove it down here. And he had I have a bra for it, for the front of it, because he didn't want the front to get all beat up. It has a car cover. It also has a parade cover, and a parade cover, when the top is down, goes over where the top is and can be set on by people. If you're in a parade, it can be set. It's what they would sit on, and it covers where the convertible top is exposed when it's down. I have all that stuff. But here's the engine running. Anyway, I plan on enjoying it. Okay, I think I may have shown you guys that little thing in one of the videos, and you may have seen this deer. Well, there's a long story behind this deer. It's made of concrete. And believe it or not, it is almost 90 years old. Robin's grandmother and grandfather had this thing in New York, and it's been moved all over the country. And it was at her mother and father's house when they passed away. We inherited it. Robin's cousin and her, the legs had fallen all apart. They had rebar in them, and her cousin rebuilt the legs of it. And Robin today just got finished painting it. We patched a lot of stuff on it. It had about a half-inch thick of paint on it. We got most of that off, and then everything else we filled. And here it is back to its pretty much former glory. But it's hard to believe that it's about 90 years old. But anyway, I just wanted to show you what she's been goofing with.